there is a lot of good that is happening around us. And I'm sure those that are participating in the meeting today or in this webinar today, many of you would have done wonderful, wonderful work. I can go on and on. In fact, I can just go on and keep telling the good work that I saw both in the public and the private domain. I just narrated one story to illustrate enormous amount of good work. Now, what really needs to be done, and that's the basis of Nexus of Good, is can we look at that good work around us? Can we have the courage to appreciate that good work? It requires a bit of courage because we all are fond of masala, no? We like to discuss negative things. We talk negative things. We revel in talking negative things. We revel in criticizing people. I'm not saying stop criticizing. If there is something to be criticized, it needs to be criticized. What really needs to be done is, can we look around and see the good work happening around us? This leads me to the next point. Because unfortunately in our education system, we are only competing with others. We tell the child to compete with others. I know my own example. When I was a student, I used to feel terrible the years I didn't come first in the class. At this point in time, it doesn't really matter to me at all. No one asked me whether you came first in class 5 or second in class 6. It doesn't matter. At that point in time, I was so competitive that I wanted to beat everyone and come first. Very unfortunate. Why unfortunate? And I'll request all the teachers to reflect on this. Now they would have time. Please reflect on this. Every student, every child is very distinct. He has his distinct characteristics. He shouldn't be pushed to competing with others. What he should be pushed to is competing with himself or herself. How to improve on what he is. Because, I keep saying that, how do you expect a state like Bihar to compete with Kerala? Bihar is good in some things, Kerala is good in some other things. However, it is always advisable to learn from others. So if there is a slight shift here, instead of competing with everyone else, we start learning from others. And it becomes easy for you to learn from others if you're not competing with them. For a simple reason. If everyone is competing with others, he will never show his copy to the other chap because he's competing with other chap. So my suggestion to all of you is think over it, whether you should compete or whether you should, get this sense of competition in the child or competing with himself or herself and learning from others. It's enormous. In my own career, I learned so much. I learned from each of the webinar or the seminar that we have. Why should there be this competition? So this is as far as a general view of how I look at life, how I look at my career. And I would suggest to some of you to look at the children.